book, The Power of Moments, by Chip Heath and Dan Heath, two organizational behavior professors at Stanford, they explain how you can leverage moments in your life to make them more meaningful and leverage experiences in other people's lives to make them more meaningful as well. So in this book, they go into something called the Disney paradox, which is pretty much, let's say you're at Disneyland and someone asks you to rank certain parts of the trip. For instance, whenever you need to wait in line in the hot sun for something, or you couldn't find parking, or you just you're in a spot where you just didn't want to be with annoying kids around you. All that, all those moments are times where you probably rather wish you were sitting on your couch at home, not having to deal with it. So even though during all those times at Disneyland, you kind of wish you weren't there. If someone asked you maybe 3 months after you went to Disneyland, hey, if you had a good time, you'd probably say, yeah, it was probably a really fun experience. Why that is, as they go into this book, is because your brain is trained to recognize peak moments in your own life. All right, so now that we know that, let's dive into an example.
No parking. I hate this school, man. Ball is flat. Man, this weather really sucks out here. Oh, sore shoulder.
Tristan.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good. How's your weekend, man?
It's pretty good. Like, I was playing some good basketball. It was like the best day of my life.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah,
good
dude.
stuff. Even though we've seen a lot of complaints from Russell about either his shoulder being sore or about Tristan, from Tristan about the weather just not being as ideal as he wanted. Later in the week, when someone asks him, hey, what was the highlight of his weekend? He's just remembering that one crossover he did to make that three, and thus basketball became the highlight of his weekend, emphasizing everything in this book. Ultimately, and most importantly, now that we know that our brains and other people's brains are trained to recognize peak moments, it's now our mission to leverage those experiences for other people and creating more meaningful moments for other people in their lives.